Welcome to the Axiom. New file detected. Launching file.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Leo, and today we are continuing the Disco Elysium file. Where we last left off, we had looked at the computer in the church and met someone named Suna, who, I think her name was Suna, who was trying to research Suna. Trying to research what she called a 2mm hole in the world. And that's apparently what the Column of Silence is in the church. It is it's some kind of distortion or like irregularity that exists within the physical world or something like that, and she's trying to research it. Tiago is okay with starting a club in the church. She is not, so we have to try and convince her or evict her if we want to complete the quest. But first I want to see if I can I ended it last time because I ran out of time, but I'm wondering if I can maybe complete this Egghead quest and see if I can talk to him. So I want to try that really quick.
We're close,
Says the young man with the tape player and the large Badero boots. Lung-shaped trees sprout on his silver belt buckle.
True, hard, full, car.
We're close. Say nothing.
Hard car.
But is it? I mean, really?
Yeah.
This young man adds a capital G before the H
Yeah.
in his.
So
Or
we did
maybe
this.
It's not Gotvalian. Maybe it's Oranese. Probably an homage to Oranje, where Arno van Eyck is from, judging by his name.
Okay, so I'm gonna click
Could
on
you
this
be
now.
listening to an Arno van Eyck creation right now?
So this is the famous Van Eyck I'm hearing?
You know about him?
He moves his mouth, but sound doesn't come out. His eyes are the size of saucers. Looks like you've rendered him speechless.
You know Van Eyck?
Oh, Egghead? Your friend Estelle mentioned him.
Good, good. The Advent?
Okay, so that wasn't it. So hang on, let me try again.
True, hard, full, car.
Say nothing.
Hard car.
But is it, I mean,
Yeah.
really?
This young man, or maybe
Is this the
it's
famous
You
Van
know
Eyck?
about him? You know Van Eyck?
Yeah, I'm a major Egghead.
Wow.
the skinny wraith looks at you with some disbelief.
Okay, let's see. Have we gotten it?
So am I. So am I.
He begins to shake his head so everyone would understand.
Oh, is that why they? Because Egghead to the mega, the K became the G, the boy became the man.
Interesting.
The Advent?
Wait. So we still haven't done it? Yeah, what if you just try again, find your way out of this maze of the... So did I hit a dead end?
We're close.
Uh-huh.
Hard, full, car.
Say nothing.
Hard car.
But is it, I mean, really?
This young man adds, or maybe
You know about him? You know Van Eyck?
No, it was just turn of phrase?
Well, it really is him. It's an honest-to-God Van Eyck beat. Well, actually, a reworking of a Peppy, Popic and Arsos track. But let's not get too deep into that whole mess.
The
Alright.
Advent?
Okay, so it's still not good. Let's try one more time.
We're close. True, hard, full, car.
Is it?
It's hard car.
You're just gonna keep saying it's hardcore, aren't you?
Skibber-dee, skibber-danger. I am the rearranger.
your cop training did not prepare you for this. What to do?
Okay, so we've hit another dead end. Hang on, we can do this.
We're close.
We can do
True,
this.
hard, full,
Say
car,
nothing.
car.
Yeah.
This young man, or maybe it's not,
The Y to the yeah.
he missed one A.
Okay. So this one I haven't tried. You missed an A there. I yelled mine with 6 A's, so you have to yell it with 6 too.
I'm the hard rhymer, the track attacker, the mic enforcer, the sixth checker. I am the law.
Okay, that still ended nowhere.
The close.
I feel
true,
like I...
hard, full, core.
Hang on. Say nothing.
Hardcore.
Still say
Hardcore
nothing.
to the mega.
Say nothing.
Internally coherent.
Hang on. Okay, we haven't done this yet. Still say nothing.
Encore. All right. Yeah.
Say
He
nothing.
furrows his brow as his very large head traces the sublime, invisible movement of the music in the very real air of the stuffy tent.
Hardcore. Ah.
He lets out an agonized roar over the feeblish, obviously not too hardcore beat below. No, but seriously, I'm a little worried it isn't.
The question is, what is the question?
That would have been good if I had asked you a question, but I didn't. Now it's just idiotic.
But there was a question?
Okay, hang on. I think we're getting close.
The close,
Hang on.
true, hard,
Say nothing.
hardcore,
Say nothing.
hardcore,
Say nothing.
internally coherent.
Say nothing.
Encore. All right.
Say
He
nothing.
furrows his
Hardcore.
Hang on, hang on, hang on.
Ah.
So hardcore.
Is it though?
Huh. He stops dead in his tracks, tilting his head to the side. I was just thinking that a moment ago.
One mind, one spirit. There's no other world. There's no other life.
Hang on. We're so
Be
close. We're
True.
so close.
Hardcore. Internally coherent. Encore.
he furrows
Hard.
Is it though?
It is.
What is it? I mean, really?
He tilts his head to the other side like an owl. Oh, now I've got him. The question is, what is the question?
No, but seriously, I'm a bit worried it isn't.
Wait. Huh? What just happened? Wait a minute. What? So now, is it because he's stopped believing that it's hardcore, but now I've believed it, so now he's questioning me? He's throwing my own, I don't know if it's canon or not that I've already asked these questions, but he is now throwing them back at me, and I'm very confused.
Don't be alarmed. Everything is okay. He isn't actually worried. Everything is still super hardcore. What he probably means is, it could be even more so.
Are you a thought reader?
No nation, but transnation. No war, but class war.
Does that mean you're a thought reader?
Don't be a lunatic. Of course he isn't. Jermaine here just yells random things. Odds are, sooner or later one of them will come off as fault reading.
Yeah! Revolution imperative!
Unless you were thinking Revolution imperative right now. Anyway, I've had a similar thing happen with eggs yelling. I know what you mean.
I'm gonna lie, but I was thinking Revachol imperative.
That's fucked up, man. Lying like that. And a cop too.
Tell me something else, Egghead. You said you were worried. What do you think is wrong with the music?
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm still in love with the hardcore.
He turns pensive all of a sudden.
Sometimes I just feel like anodic music is in its infancy, you know? For example, take this Arno van Eyck jam I've been pumping for the last month, and will continue pumping for the rest of 51. Isn't something holding it back from being hyper?
He thinks for a moment, then his expression clears.
It's like it's only ultra.
It's not mega.
I think it's super hardcore, but you're right. It's not hyper hardcore.
If
Intellect.
anything, it sounds a bit proto. Like it's not fully formed yet. You might be a moribund alcoholic and a failed cop, but you are pretty certain a thing cannot be both proto and hardcore.
How much is the fish? What? Huh? I am so confused as to what's happening right now. What fish is he referring to? There was no fish. Was there a fish mentioned somewhere in this conversation? Is that a bug? Is that option not supposed to be there? I'm gonna say this, it's proto, not hardcore at all.
Wow! Culture cop! I think you might be right. But how could it become hardcore then? I know it in my heart, but cannot think it in my head. If this is not hardcore, how could anything be?
Something extra? Sounds suspiciously like a question. I thought the question was, what is... No, I don't know. I need something else. No. Oh, I think they're talking about alcohol here. Sounds suspicious... Or drugs. Sounds suspiciously like a question. I thought the question was, what is the question?
No! This is the answer!
Oh. Try to think of anything, if anything could make it harder core. Oh, this doesn't have quotes around it, so this is a thought.
What? Guys, there's something happening in his head.
He looks at you with customary amazement. Think even harder.
Oh yeah! He's doing it!
Okay, intellect. What do you got for me?
But you're not. This is almost certainly a matter that surpasses the limits of reason.
My imagination fails me.
I know! So does mine!
Okay. Wait, I just remembered something. I'm the police.
Uh-huh.
The young man is bursting with anticipation. Nothing. Me being the police isn't going to help us.
Oh.
Okay, so I guess we're going with this. I can't help you with this right now. I need something else, something extra.
Yeah!
Apparently I'm an expert on anodic music. I mean, I am not doing this check yet because I literally can't. Is your real name Jermaine?
Dark hardcore! Jermaine Egghead! Basically, yes it is.
Why are there lungs on your belt buckle?
Lungs are for love!
Why would lungs be... well, I already know. It's because of, Dolores Day. Good to know.
Yeah!
Alright, goodbye, Egghead.
Alright, here comes the night!
Okay, so if I... Just out of curiosity, let me... Stop. Let me put on some clothes really quick to help me with my physical instrument. I can't believe... Part of me can't believe I'm doing this, but part of me can believe I'm doing this. Oh, wait a minute. You give the same as that. Never mind. That's not going to do anything for me. Let's see. Not a whole lot gives physical instrument, actually. Literally nothing. I mean, I guess this is as good as I'm gonna get, I guess.
The large-headed youth has closed his eyes, lost in the music. Sensing you, he opens them.
Good morning! Yeah! Pump it up! Pump it up! Pump it up!
Okay. It's 28%. My physical instrument sucks. But you know what? Sure.
You know
Holy
it in your lungs where
crap.
the pressure should vibrate. In your heart, that's a lot. And in your solar plexus where the hits should land. So does every corday animal.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. Now that I'm listening to it, yeah, I think more bass would do it some good. Needs more bass.
What?
Il Capo dell'Arte. I got an achievement, I guess. The young man makes a sudden move, like he's about to turn the volume down, but that would be ridiculous. And a melody. That's true. This is not a. It doesn't have a melody. It's just a beat. And a melody. A good melody is what makes a song really stick, so that you can't get it out of your head anymore.
Wow, okay. We should start with the melody. But where would we get that stuff from?
Nowhere. I'm not going to become some sort of anodic cop too. I've got enough capo types already. That's awesome. You know what? I'm going to say that.
Oh no, please become one. You'll miss out on so much good content otherwise. It's like being the greatest cop on earth.
Was that a fourth wall break?
Please, please.
The young man smiles at you widely, bright and innocent as the summer sun. Alright, hang on. Okay, I'll look into it in an official capacity. It's up to the police to make the beats go harder. Take the task. Alright, I'll see if I can come up with something on my own. A citizen investigation. Take the task. No, I really don't have time for this. I mean, I'm not going to... I really don't want to tell Kim that I made this police business. So I'll see if I can come up with something on my own.
The young man falls silent with appreciation. He even tries to contain his smile, as if it could hinder your investigation.
Basically, what you need to find here is a tape with some banging music on it, so that Egghead could use it to remix Van Eyck's jam.
Interesting.
Yeah, maybe that street talker across the pawn shop has got some tapes to sell. That's just an idea. Anyway, that's all yours to figure out, Copman.
Copman!
Alright, goodbye, Egghead. Which tapes do I have with me right now? I have... Hang on. Is it items? I have an empty cassette. I have The Smallest Church in St. Sands, which is a sad song. And I have the Door Gunner Mega Mix, which is that dude talking about, like, assaulting women and stuff. Let me switch my clothes out. I am like, I don't even know. I don't know how that happened. You can feel it. This music could hit so much harder. It just needs a few tweaks. Walk back to the canal and see if you can find any tapes that could work as a melody. Then bring them back to Egghead for remixing. Find a tape with a melody for Egghead. I mean, I like music. That was hilarious also. The Anodic Cop. Is there, out of curiosity... Oh, I can go ahead and restart internalizing this again. But is there an Anodic Cop in here? Actual art degree. I have to know. I don't think there is. Oh, there's an Arno van Eyck thought. Huh, interesting. Well, apparently I have so much good content to look forward to. But in the meantime, let us see what happens with the church. I at least want to see what check it is to try and convince her to let them have the club. And then I'm going to walk back across the canal and I'm going to talk to the cryptozoologists, I think. I don't know what's going on anymore. Okay, Suna. What do you need from me? What check is this going to be?
Yes, what is it?
Is there
The
anything new
swallow, you
here?
mean? What about it?
Okay, conclude.
Great. Thanks.
What if you didn't have to leave? I talked to Andre. He wants to make it work.
I don't want to make anything work.
Hold on. You don't want to make anything work?
Yes, anything. I don't want to make anything work.
It's not the anodic dance music that's made her bitter. It's the failure of Fortress Accident.
Would it help me or hinder me to bring it up? I think if I brought it up, she would, I think that would be a minus for the check. Because it would remind her that she failed. Don't bring it up.
She gets back to work.
Wow, suggestion. It's not going to take very much. Research not going well. Discovered Fortress Accident. Discussed Fortress Accident with Dice Maker. There's a 97% chance of me succeeding at this check. I mean, yeah, I would have to... my suggestion's already at 5, plus 3 is 8. I would literally, with 10, I would literally have to roll a 2. So I would literally have to roll Snake Eyes to lose this check.
Easy. When her research is done, she can move out.
Listen, about your research. You mentioned earlier that it's not going very well. Maybe I can help with something.
What? No, I don't really need any help with the project.
She looks up from her work, disoriented. But if I could help you finish the project, then you wouldn't have to live in a church next to the Boom Boom anymore. Just think about it.
She thinks about it. A glassy look in her eyes. A gust of wind brings more snow in from the broken gallery. It touches her hair.
All right. Bring me the game's off-site copy from my old workspace, if you really want to help. It's stored on a filament memory, and I'm unable to go and fetch it myself.
Is this a filament you're looking for? Show her the production schedule.
No, that's the production schedule you stole and accessed without authorization. I don't need it.
She's tapping the table in a badly concealed impatience.
In his defense, it was simply lying in the desk drawer of an abandoned cubicle.
Exactly.
Okay, but still.
By your old workspace, do you mean the studio of Fortress Accident in the doomed commercial area?
Yeah, that's the one. You can get in through the bookshop. You just have to do some explaining to the bookstore lady.
And where exactly is the offsite copy?
There's this giant ice bear fridge in the building's cellar. It's there.
The one that I can't open?
Don't worry, you can't miss the bear. It's hideous.
Torix.
You've been to the fridge and it wasn't there. There was a note saying,
I found a note from the ice bear fridge. It said the offsite copy had been moved to a safer place.
Wait, a note from whom? Did it specify where they took the filament memory?
It said the offsite copy had been taken to a nearby ice cream maker. The note was signed by someone named Sulislav. I think that's how you pronounce it?
Jawiza. Of course. Our project lead, Sulisław Jawiza. God,
Okay.
he was always so hell-bent on keeping the copy somewhere safe. And feature creep, and the Valley of the Heads. Like it would have made a difference. The offsite copy was perfectly safe when the data loss happened. That data loss was anomalous.
She crosses her arms defiantly.
And the heads... I won't even get into the heads. Millions of them. Go find that copy from that ice cream maker, will you? Thanks.
Intellect?
Valley of 1,000 Heads. You like the sound of that.
Mm-hmm. By the way, we put a dead body in that fridge. Nah, she doesn't need to know that. I found the ice cream maker, but couldn't get it open. It's completely frozen.
This is getting ridiculous. Can't you just defrost it? Or, I don't know. I don't know about the ice cream maker. Just figure something out.
There's a solution, but she doesn't want to hand it over to you yet. It's a thing. Something she holds dear.
Huh. There's a solution, but she doesn't want to hand it over to you yet. Maybe there's another copy? Why can't you go and get the filament yourself? Well, yeah,
The
sure.
bookstore lady hates me. Says I'm part of the curse. Whatever that means.
Why does she think you're part of the curse?
Because she's from Martinez, and people from Martinez have never ever seen a radio computer. She thinks it emits elemental evil.
I mean, I don't know if it... I don't think it's only because of her socioeconomic situation. I think it's because she... well, actually, no, because she is generalizing it. That's a bit biased, don't you think?
No. She literally started praying for the higher powers when she first saw my Rain Civic. I'm not making this up.
The lieutenant coughs like he's amused.
Once I came in one morning, only to find that my terminal was full of those strange trinkets and amulets. Wards. It looked like some Semenine magic. So what I need you to do here is go have a talk with her, say that you're a policeman and need to get to the building's basement. Then bring me the offsite copy, alright?
What is an offsite copy and why do you need it?
It's a backup of my former employer's project, the radio game we were working on. It's stored on a filament memory, just like the one inside this radio computer.
She points to the glowing cube inside the machine.
She's making it extra simple for you.
The backup itself is destroyed now, but I'm hoping to use what's left of it to pinpoint the exact location of the anomaly. You just have to go to my old workspace and get the filament.
Okay.
Hold on. If it's called an off-site copy, then why is it still on site?
If it's called an offsite copy, then why is it still on site?
Oh god, not this again. It is not on site. It is in the basement. Perfectly safe and not connected to the front at all.
Basement? Sounds like it's technically still on site.
And no, taking it outside the building wouldn't have protected it from the data loss. There's nothing wrong with keeping the backup in the basement. What happened was a freak accident that has nothing to do with how the backup was stored. We clear?
Yes.
This is clearly a painful topic for her. She must have had to explain herself numerous times.
Alright, I'll go look for the offsite copy.
Thanks.
She thinks for a moment, then reaches behind the radio computer and hands you what looks like an oversized pry bar.
And here's my Qualsund multi-tool. You might need it to hack loose some ice. It opens everything. If you get me the offsite copy, then you can keep the Qualsund.
Heck yeah.
It hurts a bit for her to say this. She's not too happy to be parting with the Kvalsund.
Alright, I'll let you work in peace now. Okay, let's see with this Kvalsund. Heck yes. This is an advanced pry bar. A pry bar plus 2, if you will. Built by Kvalsund in Vasa. The number of gadgets hidden within the frame of the yellow and gray multi-tool will stagger any technician. Heck yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and get the thing. Hang on. Get the ice cream maker open, find the right tool, or ask Suna for help. So does that mean that this multi-tool can be found somewhere in the world? Actually, the Convulsant... Why does that sound familiar? The Convulsant multi-tool. I feel like we have actually heard of that or something at some point earlier, but I'm not remembering what it was. Okay, but we have stuff we gotta do, and it is all on the other side of the canal, so we gotta get going over there. Actually, let me really quick. This tool is very large. The reason why I want to see if this affects the check for that door at all. And then once I see it, I'll go back.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
Walk away. Okay, no, it does not affect it, so we're good to go. Really quick, I'm going to look in here and see if there is, in fact, a tape somewhere.
All the old boomboxes are there, blinking and waiting to whirl. All but one. Yours.
All right.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet
I'm gonna go ahead and buy
bright
this
blue
just 'cause
uniforms. All are stern
it's literally
and
50
unyielding
cents.
in their duty.
Purchase the Headless Found Rider and his cap.
Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
He grins.
That was a very smooth salesman's grin that almost comes off as earnest. You should learn from him.
Step away from the table. This plastic headless Found Rider sits atop his equally plastic bull, his posture indicating either desperation or pride. Comes as a set with the infamous Found cap for which he lost his head. The head is not included. Fair enough, okay. Can I ask you if you have any tapes for me?
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
I'd take care of other business. Okay, so I don't think I have the tape, because I don't think either of the tapes I have are going to work, but we shall see if we can find something. What are these guys doing to the Camina? Let me take these off really quick, just in case.
That's one brutal motor carriage.
Says the young man with a word I'm not going to say written on his back.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
His companion wears a simple yet elegant slogan, F the world.
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
And here we are, cops surrounding them.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
Who are these guys?
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
Who are you?
I can tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snitches or skulls.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, cop man, is we're not part of the Skulls yet.
Who are the Skulls?
Okay then, let's indulge in some intellectual exchange. These young men seem eager to share their beliefs.
Who are the Skulls?
You don't know? What kind of cop are you?
It's not a question. Don't get into it.
Oh. No, I really don't.
The Skulls are the most vicious gang of the Besmertne.
His voice rings with excitement.
Besmatine, or the Besmati, the Immortals, are West River Sholian crime syndicates.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their non-verbal modus operandi.
Say nothing.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around the brightly painted bottom-lighted vehicles.
I can't wait to become a Skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive.
What's with the jackets?
What about them?
You know what? I don't want to know.
Mm-hmm.
He throws a longing glance at the Camino. Well, yeah, let's just not talk to these guys. But while we're here, I'm gonna go ahead and make a very important business call.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Pick up the radio again.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
I need to report a dead body on the Martinez boardwalk.
One moment.
You can hear her shuffling through some papers.
Can you please describe the body? Age, sex, cause of death?
An unidentified middle-aged man, height 170 to 175 centimeters, dark hair, medium build. Looks like he slipped, fell through a hole in the boardwalk, and hit his head against a metal bench.
We suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell. There were bottles all around him, and traces of vomit on his shirt.
Any signs of violence?
No. Seems like it was an accident.
No field autopsy necessary.
She repeats.
You can hear her quickly typing in the background.
What about his belongings? Did you examine his clothes?
He was wearing boots, trousers, and an old leather jacket with a bright blue lining. I found a library card from his pockets.
Any information on the library card?
It's from Central Jamrock Public Library. It belongs to someone named Billy Mijon.
Good. You have a lead. Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I assign it to someone else?
We're taking the case.
I have assigned the case to Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi. Please follow up on this library lead to identify the man. We'll send someone to take the body to the morgue.
All right.
That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Connect me to the Jamrock Public Library.
Hold on, officer. I've got Central Jamrock Public Library on the line, and I've already introduced you to the librarian. Connecting the call in 2, 1.
She is very efficient.
Central Jamrock Public Library here. How can I help you, officer?
He sounds worried, yet ready to assist. This is how people get when the police call.
I'm looking for any information that you can provide on Billy Mijon, a reader.
Billy Mijon, you said. Give me a moment, I'll have to check our database.
He puts down the receiver.
Yes, hello, are you still there? I found Billy Mijon's home address, is that alright? No phone number, unfortunately.
Intellect?
They're too poor to have a phone line.
Yes, home address is fine.
Here we go, sir. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33B, apartment number 20. It's in Martinez, I believe. Capeside Apartments, it says. That's all.
Oh, is that the apartment building that's back here?
That's where the smoker on the balcony lives, isn't it?
Do you have any other information on Billy Mijon?
It says here that they returned their last book just a few days ago, but I wasn't at work that day.
Do you know someone who was?
Marie? remember a reader named Billy Majon? They returned a Tybalt book the other day.
You hear someone answer from afar.
Maurice, what? A woman yells. Then, yes, okay, if it was the police. She starts explaining something.
I really like that my perception's high.
Yes, it was my colleague Marie. She said that it was Billy's husband who returned the book. He also asked for this new sci-fi release, Lowe's Radio City 87, but we don't have it yet.
Good. You have a name now.
Okay. Do you know the husband's name?
Sorry, no. Marie only knows him by sight.
Can Marie describe to me what the husband looks like?
Marie!
A moment passes.
She said it was an older man, and that she's pretty sure he'd had a drink or two the last time she saw him.
What was he wearing?
1 second.
The librarian turns away from the phone again and relays the question.
Sorry, Marie wasn't really paying any attention to that.
So Billy Majon is a woman, not a man? How did your colleague know that it was her husband?
Marie knows Billy. She's been working here longer than me. Sometimes her husband returns some books for her.
And then goes for a little drink later. On the lookout.
Thank you. That's all from me. I have no other questions. End call with the library.
Happy we could help. Goodbye, officer.
The librarian hangs up and the call gets redirected back to the station with a soft click.
Anything else you need from me?
I'm done with the radio for now.
57th, over and out.
Her voice disappears into the void.
In the cabin.
And we'll go ahead and close the door. Okay, so... yeah, that is in the apartment. What does it say now? Go to Billy Majon's apartment to deliver the bad news. It's in the apartment buildings in North Martinez, apartment 20. So it's on the second floor. The smoker lives in apartment 28, doesn't he? So, okay, what do I want to do now? I guess let's do this. Oh, there it is. All right, and let's do this the proper way. Interfacing gloves. Flashlight in the left hand. And convulsant in the right hand. That is so overly large.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Oh. Well, let me go ahead and, I guess, stop this. And then go ahead and do this. Well, this is not good. Because that takes the same slot, right? Yeah. Hold on. What if, hang on. Bear with me here. Oh, this replaced, no, it didn't. What if? Now I have so much crowbar.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a
No, I don't think that
ice cream
helps.
churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
I will, for some reason I thought this was an interfacing check. I don't know. But, hang on. Let me just bring the flashlight back in. I don't suppose... So, better grip with gloves. I have the right tool for the job. And I don't have anything else that's going to help me with physical instrument. I mean...
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
I don't think I'll be able to succeed twice at a physical instrument check. But we'll see.
Ice squeaks beneath your Kavalzund multi-tool, but your fingers slip away from the tool. The lid shutters tightly as before. And it's already unplugged. There's not much else to do other than wait for it to defrost or bulk up and get stronger.
Leave. So how do I wait for it to defrost? So yeah, I guess I gotta put points in physical instrument if I want to try to get that. But, oh well, I guess let's take it off for now. I'll come back to that later. And let me start internalizing this again. And can I ask Suna for help? Why is this? That doesn't matter. We don't need to do that anymore. But oh, I should probably unequip this massive crowbar. Let's go ahead. Get rid of this and get rid of this and put these on and carry my garbage bag again and yeah, let's just go ahead and do let's deliver the bad news to the woman really quick. Fastest way to that apartment would probably be this way, actually. Maybe it wasn't 28, maybe it was 22 where the smoker lived.
A weathered brown door.
Okay, yeah.
The number reads 20.
Motorix.
Something smells good. Soup alongio. The lieutenant motions to you to go ahead and knock.
This is gonna be sad.
This is the door. You already know it's the right door. This is going to be so hard.
Don't knock! Just leave! You don't need this! You don't need to sad it up!
Hold on, Kim. We should discuss this before we move on. What should we expect?
You're right. Let's talk this through.
He looks at the apartment door and lowers his voice a bit.
You hear light footsteps passing by the door and some folk music playing on the radio.
We have our first preliminary identification. In all likelihood, the deceased is the husband of Billy Méjean. We need to confirm this, as well as deliver the death notification to Billy herself.
Wow, we went from like super happy at the beginning and like laughing to like this is probably going to be extremely sad.
Now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful part of our job. This is why it's usually done in pairs. You got this. I'll be monitoring reactions, ready to act if necessary.
Do you have any advice on how to tell her he's
dead? Just don't say that you know how they feel. You don't.
Okay.
Good advice.
I mean, we have to. All right, I think I'm ready.
The lieutenant motions towards the door.
I wish I could do this without the garbage bag in my hand. But I don't want to leave if they think knock.
Hello? Who is it?
A voice calls out from the other side of the door.
And someone turns down the radio.
Look at the lieutenant first.
He gives you a short, encouraging nod.
Is this Billy Mijon's home? This is the police. Please open the door.
The police? A moment, please give us a moment.
You hear shuffling inside.
Tidying up, nervously. There's fear in her voice.
Come in, the door is open.
She unlocks the door. Here, let me just do that. Oh boy. An empty pack of red Astra cigarettes hidden under the bed. The same brand of cigarettes you found in the trash next to the deceased. Windows covered in old newspaper clippings. Can't they afford curtains? A chalk-drawn height chart for children's growth over the years. Here, I just want to see all the orbs. Posters of contemporary pop stars adorn the walls. The clock is ticking away with an odd cheerfulness. Its ticking makes you anxious, rings hollow in the room. A textbook for high school, mathematics, trigonometry mostly. I wonder if they had they probably didn't have a income or something. Packages of humanitarian aid macaronis. Some leftovers kept warm on a stovetop. Smells like buckwheat and onions here. Oh boy.
It's you from the book stand.
She just looks at you for a moment without knowing what to do. Oh, she was the woman... Was she the woman who was reading? I interrupted her at one point. I think.
I don't think I introduced myself properly. I'm Billy. Would you like something to drink? Tea? Lemonade? We're out of coffee.
She looks around the kitchen.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them in his handkerchief for now. You're on your own here.
Intellect.
Condensation from stepping inside. He must feel vulnerable without his glasses. Is this why he's letting you take the lead?
Thanks, but I'm alright.
Is this about Victor, my husband? Is he in some kind of trouble again? I can come pick him up in the station if that's what.
She stops, her eyes trying to read answers from your face.
No, this is something much worse. Is he in the hospital? How bad is it?
How about some small talk before you break the news? Definitely no small talk. This isn't the time or place.
Yeah. Kim is here. Discuss things through with Kim, the lieutenant's handkerchief. Oh, I still have the lieutenant's handkerchief, so I can hand it to her if she cries? Let me really quick, I should have thought of this beforehand. Let me really quick switch out for my empathy clothes. I think I have something else that gives empathy. Okay.
She looks up, too anxious to say anything.
Tell her about the dead body.
You've done this before. Just keep your focus.
Ma'am, I'm very sorry to say, but your husband, Victor Majan, was found dead on the Martinez boardwalk.
What did you say?
Your husband, Victor Majan, is dead. I'm very sorry for your loss, ma'am.
Oh.
She touches her neck, eyes pale like pearls in seawater.
Oh. But he was just...
She looks at the kitchen table, where 2 cigarette butts are still in the tray.
But he was just here, alive.
We understand this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have any questions. Take your time, ma'am.
What happened to him?
It was an accident. He fell through a hole in the boardwalk and hit his head.
Was he drunk?
Alcohol may have played a role, yes.
I see. And you just found him there, lying in the cold. How long had he been there?
If you say 2 days maybe, it will be etched in her mind forever.
It couldn't have been long.
She blinks, eyes welling up with tears, as her hand starts searching for something from the pockets of her dress. The handkerchief.
No words, just give her the lieutenant's handkerchief.
A small, terrified smile quivers on her face as she takes the handkerchief and wipes away the tears. She looks disoriented.
Is there anyone we could call for you? A friend, a family member, someone who could be here for you?
No. I just need to tell my girls.
The air gets sucked out of her lungs suddenly.
God, should I call them? Should I tell them to come home?
No. A day.
No, take a day to recover. You'll be better prepared when they come home tomorrow.
Good. That's probably the right thing. Thank you.
She nods, but with a wretched expression.
Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he? Can I see him?
We've taken him to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral. Here's his number in case you want to contact him earlier.
He hands her a leaflet with the morgue's contact information.
A very good call.
Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up. I'm still...
She rubs her face, runs her fingers over cheeks that have become numb.
Thank you. Thank you for telling me. I'll call if...
She runs out of breath. Again, I'm very sorry, ma'am.
We should step outside and talk.
The lieutenant nods at the woman, then looks back at you, his voice lowered. Set the library card by her. Leave the room.
You did well.
The lieutenant says as soon as you've left the apartment, the balcony feels cool and quiet, with a stunning view of the district. What now?
I'll call the station when we're finished with the day, and let them know the name of the deceased.
What about Billy and her kids?
They'll manage.
They have to. It's not your place to live their lives.
That's it?
That's it. We should get back to our case now that our duty here is done.
Right. This is closed then.
Let's go.
Wow. That was incredibly sad. This check is open again. I wonder if we're like process of elimination, like eliminating each ruin. Like she couldn't have hidden in the boardwalk because there was a dead body there. She couldn't have hidden in the church because there's people in there. She couldn't have hidden in the other building because of the execution somehow. But so the failed building check is open again, and something tells me if once we talk to the cryptozoologists, it'll actually add to the check even more. But yeah, we are going to go ahead and we are going to call it there. That was definitely a roller coaster of an episode. Like I said, we went from having possibly the funniest conversation, one of the funniest conversations in the game with Egghead, to having to deliver the news to Billy that her husband died. And it was just a complete accident. It was a fluke. And yeah, I guess both were done really well. I guess like what I'll say is that it really speaks to how good the writing is in this game, that both of those moments like felt genuine. Like the humor and the seriousness, I guess, were both on display in this episode. And it does it really well. It's able to mix the two in a way that like it might feel a little bit jarring because I just happen to do it in that order. But yeah, it speaks to how well this game is written. And yeah, today's episode was a good one. I really liked this one. When we come back, we will talk to the cryptozoologists. We will see about I feel like I have to put a point in physical instrument if I want to get that check done at all. So I think if I want to complete that quest, I'll have to put a point in physical instrument. So I'll try to complete as much as I can before that to try and get myself points. But yeah, we're going to talk to the cryptozoologists. We are going to maybe try the interfacing check with the papers, or we'll see what kind of check it takes to have those drunks in the village sign the papers for us. And then yeah, beyond that, we will just see what happens. I don't know how far I am in the game. It feels like I'm like... It's so weird. It doesn't feel like I'm halfway through the game, but at the same time, I'm 4 days in. I am, what, this is episode 35? I feel like I should be halfway through, and I might be, but it doesn't feel like that. The days, it doesn't feel like there's like a clear like beginning, middle, and end. There, I know there probably is, but it's just not clear what those points are. So yeah, we'll see what happens going forward. So thank everybody so much for checking out the video. I really do appreciate it. If you want to be notified of when I upload the next part of the file to the archives, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and ring that bell, as well as leave a like or comment if you so desire. Thanks again, and I will see you next time.
Upload successful. Click here to view previous files. Have a pleasant day.